Hey, this is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies. In today's video, we're going to show you step-by-step how to change the oil on your BMW F90 M5. Today's video is going to apply to any BMW M5 produced from 2018 to 2023 and includes both pre-LCI and LCI and also base models and competitions like the one we're working on today. For today's oil change, you're going to need a new filter and also 10 liters of oil. We are going to be using LIQUI MOLY Special Tech 5W30. You need to make sure when you're getting an oil for your BMW that you get one that has the proper certification. You can see down here, this is a BMW Long Life 01 FE approved oil. If you use an oil that is not approved, BMW could void your warranty if they wanted to. So with that, let's get started. Now, in true DIY fashion, we are going to forego the lift and use race rams for today because it is super simple and very safe to do this at home. If you need a set of race rams or you need an oil change kit, be sure to see everything down in the description below. Now, BMW does recommend that you do oil changes with the oil warm. Just be very careful that you don't get burnt because these cars run super hot. With that, let's pop the hood. By the driver's left foot, there is a hood release latch. Pull it twice and that'll unlock the hood. Then from there, you can simply lift up. Next, what you want to do to make the oil flow better is release the oil cap. Just twist it like that, and then I like to set it on top just so nothing falls in. All right, now that we're under the car, you have your drain plug over here, which is an 8mm Allen, just like that. And then you have your oil filter over here. Now, one thing to note, typically you'll have covers that cover these two sections. For whatever reason, this car does not have them. So let's start with the drain plug. We're gonna pop our 8mm in here and then carefully loosen that. That's pretty tight. Then have a drain pan ready. Do your best to not get burnt here. Look at that. Now, while that's draining out, what we need to do is replace our crush washer, which is this little copper ring right here. If you don't see it on here, sometimes they get stuck up there. Ours was luckily there. And then in your oil filter kit, there's going to be a new one. Then once this is done draining, we're going to torque this down to 25 Newton meters. Okay, so once that's done draining, we're gonna tighten this by hand and then torque it to 25 Newton meters. Perfect. Now that that's done, we're going to need an oil filter housing removal tool like this one we have at Kies. Again, we have all these tools, everything down in the description below. You're going to carefully put this over the cap that houses your filter. Then we'll remove this with a 3/8 ratchet. Whoa. Yeah, we'll get that later. Okay, so now what you can do is just carefully remove your old filter. Just like that, and it looks just like this. We're going to take a little tool, and we're going to remove this gasket and replace it with a fresh one. Now, typically you'd lubricate it. I've got a lot of oil on me, so we're just gonna do that. Make sure that you put it in the correct groove. It goes in this one up here, which is uniform. Sometimes people will mistake it with this one, but if you follow it around, you'll see that it gets smaller and will actually tear the gasket and won't give you a good seal, so make sure you don't do that. And what you wanna do is take your new filter. In one side, you'll see it's open. The other side will have a little filter. You're going to take the filter section and press that on just like that. And we're ready to reinstall it. To reinstall it, we're going to go and we're going to screw it in by hand. And then we're going to also torque it down to 25 Newton meters. One thing I do want to address is in the bag, there may be an extra 1 or 2 of these little O-rings. These are not needed for this car. All right, so we'll put this up here, tighten this down, torque it to 25 Newton meters. All right. Gonna do a little cleanup while we're here. Now we can fill it up with 10 liters of oil. When I do oil changes, I like to use one of these containers because it makes it mess-free. What you do is you just put your finger on the end, you got it to where you want, and then there's no mess. Then you can reinstall your cap. Okay, with the vehicle started and up to temperature, we need to check the oil level to make sure we put the right amount in. We did put BMW's recommended amount, but it's always good to check. In the iDrive system, go over to where it says My Vehicle. You're going to tap that, and then you're going to tap Vehicle Status. You have to make sure your car is off any kind of ramps or anything. It needs to be level and up to temp, or it's not going to let you do it, or it's not going to read accurate. So now that we are on a flat ground, we're going to measure the oil level and start the measurement, and here we go. Typically takes about, say, 2 minutes or so. So if you're trying to do it at a red light, probably not the best idea. All right, as you can see, our oil level is right up to the max, exactly where we need it to be. At this point, I'm good with my level. I can turn the car off. Now that we have the oil in the car, we can reset the oil light. So to do so, have the key in the car, your foot off the brake, and you're going to press the start-stop button 3 times very quickly. Once you do that, you're going to enter a secret diagnostic mode, and I'll show you what to do from there. Now, what you're going to do, there's a little button at the bottom left of your cluster. You're going to press and you're going to hold it. Typically, it takes like 20 or 30 seconds or so, and then a secret menu is going to pop up. There it is right there. You can see that it says reset possible. If yours says reset not possible, a lot of times what's causing that is the clock in the car isn't set and it doesn't know how to project the date out. Like I said, if it says reset impossible, set your clock, and that's going to be a good indicator on what to do. So let go of the button and then press and hold it again, and then let go when it's questioning if you want to reset, and then press and hold one more time, and then it should say reset in progress like it's doing right there. And you can see it says 2,000 and then it went up to 9,000 miles. So that is how easy it is to reset the light in your car and change the oil on your F90 M5. For all of the products, tools, and everything we used in today's video, be sure to see the links down in the description. Once again, my name is Brian. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe, and check us out at kies.com, KIES.com, for everything to maintain and modify your F90 M5. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.